Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a super exciting video. FaZe Clan announced a new member to the Fortnite team. He is a controller god, and the way they announced it was absolutely amazing. We're gonna be going over that in the first part of this video, then moving on to the second. We also have something exciting for you guys. I went ahead and added up every single player's age who has qualified for the Fortnite World Cup so far, and we're gonna be breaking down all of the crazy statistics, how many players qualified at what age. Just to give you guys one quick stat, the oldest player so far qualified is 23 and the youngest is 13. That's right, guys, a 13-year-old has qualified. We're gonna jump into all those crazy stats. You also won't believe the average age of players that have qualified already. And one last thing, I'm sure some of you are wondering what this button is next to my subscriber button. I have introduced memberships to the channel. For those of you who want to know what that is, you can stay tuned for the end of the video, but I'm not going to get into that now. So let's jump straight into it, and we'll start off with the FaZe Clan announcement coming out on their Twitter announcing their new player. They said this: "You may have known Jarvis as FaZe K's younger brother. Now you know him as the newest FaZe Clan member. Introducing FaZe Jarvis." And then, of course, Jarvis tweeted out the classic "I joined FaZe Clan." Now, these were the two announcements from them, but Jarvis's brother, FaZe K, who was already on FaZe before this, made the sickest announcement to Jarvis. Let's go ahead and roll that from his video.
Alright, so Jarvis, this isn't because you're my brother. This is because of how much you have been working, how lit you are at Fortnite, and just as a great human being. So just look up into the sky behind you. Can you read what it says on that?
No.
Yeah!
Bro, you better not be pranking.
No, we're not, bro. I swear on my life, Jarvis.
Oh,
Do you want your face? Ah! Yeah! I swear, God. Oh, I love you, mate. Cheese. There it is. Welcome to FaZe. I'm proud of you, FaZe Jarvis. There you go, bro.
That's my new teammate.
That's your teammate.
Welcome, buddy.
FaZe Jarvis, mate. Oh, there you go, boy. You're shaking. I can tell. Now you gotta start phasing up.
Now that has to be one of the coolest ways to reveal to your own brother or just anybody in general that they're joining an organization. I'm definitely taking notes for Kungarna. That was so cool. Congratulations to Jarvis. He's actually a really good player. He competes on controller and he placed 16th overall in week 1 for the solos on North American West. So he's actually a really good player. I don't want people thinking, oh, Jarvis is just a content creator. He just streams on Twitch for fun. He's in FaZe because he has his brother in it. No, he's on FaZe because he's hella good. The guy has proved he can perform in tournaments, and he has proved he can make incredible YouTube videos with amazing content from his incredible gameplay. So congratulations to Jarvis, huge ups to him. I bet he's super excited right now. Go check him out on YouTube, guys. Now let's move on to the second topic, and that is talking about the ages of players who have qualified for the Fortnite World Cup. Now don't you worry, guys, I already went through every single player, did my research, and I know the age of all of them. Overall, there have been 41 spots taken up in the World Cup, but 39 players overall because 2 of them have qualified for the solos and duos, that being BenjyFishy and Stompy. So jumping straight into the solo players that have qualified, we have out of the Oceania region, Slaya, who is 17 years old. Then out of the Korean region, we have FaZe, who is 17. Coming out from the European solos region, we have Stompy, who is 17, Prisoner, who is 18, BenjyFishy, who is 15, H-Reds Blue, who is 21, Gambit Let W1 Key, who is 14, LDLC Nate, who is 16, S2V Diego GB, who is 19, and then DRG, who is 15. Then coming out of the Brazilian region, we do have Kesar Lelio, who is 16. Then out of the North American East region, we have Booga from Sentinels, who is 16. We have Dubs, who is 16. We have Bizzle from Ghost Gaming, who is 20. We have Commandment from TSM, who is 14. Then we have this random name, which is Vivid from Liquid. He's 19. Cease from 100 Thieves, who is 18. Snow, who is 16. And then Riverson from Team Liquid, who is 16. And now jumping into the duo teams that have qualified so far, we have the Oceania duo, Cover and Twiz, who are 18 and 23, the Korean duo, Bell and Scarlet, who are 15 and 14, the European duos, BenjyFishy MrSavage M, who are 15 and 14, Mongrel and Metro, who are 16 and 14, E11's duo, Chicken and Stompy, who are 18 and 17, Loot Boys duo, Mex and Scram, who are 16 and 17, we have Crims and Spades, who are 16 and 17 out of North American East, we have Clicks and Skeptic, who are both 14, we have Lenane and Tyler, who are 17 and 21, then out of the Brazilian division, we have PF Zin and Nix, who are 20 and 13, then lastly, we have the North American West duo, who is Arkham and Falconer at 15 and 20. Now let's jump into the statistics behind this. The youngest player to qualify, as said earlier, is 13. Now there's only one 13-year-old who has qualified, but let's move up now and look at the 14-year-olds, where there is 7 different players who have qualified at that age, the second most popular age on the entire list. Then moving on to 15-year-olds, we have 4 players qualifying there, and then the 16-year-olds, the most popular age for the World Cup so far, we have 9 players coming out at that age. Then moving on to 17-year-olds, we do have 6 players coming out at 17, then 4 players at the age of 18, at 19 years old we have 2 players, at 20 years old we have 3 players, then at the age of 21 we do have a total of 2 players, and then at 22 we have 0, and then finally that 1 player at 23 we have coming out. So if we want to get the average age of all of these players, we have to add them up, then divide it by 39, and that gives us an age of 16.7. And I find this absolutely fascinating, guys. Such a young age. These players aren't even old enough to compete in the Overwatch League, and in a whole bunch of other esports wouldn't even be considered to be signed to a professional org because they're so young still. Fortnite esports is so damn unique. Any player can compete as long as they're 13 years old, and these young players have proven that they are better than us older players. Again, the average age is 16.7. That's insane. And there's 7 players that have qualified at 14, and even a player at 13. Again, I just find it absolutely fascinating that these players are so young, but so freaking good. Congratulations to everybody who has qualified. And in other news, speaking of these young players, 2 of them who are absolute savages, literally one of them is a savage, MrSavage M and BenjyFishy, who have been duos on NRG and prior to being on NRG for a long time, have finally met in person, and we did get the first look at BenjyFishy in real life. We have this amazing photo coming out from NRG. They tweeted this: after thousands of games and hundreds of tournaments and a Fortnite World Cup qualification, this duo, MrSavage M and BenjyFishy, just met each other in real life for the first time. And then, like I said, these 2 studs, they're so young and insane at Fortnite. I can't wait to see them compete at the Fortnite World Cup. Honestly, if I had to put my money on anybody winning it, it's gotta be these 2. Nobody actually realized how good BenjyFishy was until 3 days ago when he qualified for solos and then duos back to back. But I've known for a long time that he's insane. You guys know I shouted him out on my community page like a month ago. I also asked him to be on my Gauntlet series. If you go to his YouTube channel, you'll see his 1v1s on creative. He destroys everybody. Honestly, if he was on North America, I could see him 1v1ing Sway or any of the best 1v1ers in NA and destroying them. The kid is just sick at Fortnite. And if you combine that with MrSavage's incredible in-game leading, his shot calling, and just overall insane mechanics, aim, all of it, I don't know, I'm just hyping them up because I think they're so good. Watching their gameplay, watching their teamwork, in my opinion, is the best in the game right now, and it shows in their performances. If you take a look at the last like 10 duos events in EU, literally MrSavage M and Benji have won 6 of them and then got 2nd or 3rd in the other 4. They're nuts. They're the most consistent, and I know Mongrel and Metro up there too. They're really good, but they're not as good as MrSavage M and Benji. The proof is in the consistency, as I said, guys. But that is just my opinion. I've talked to that Denver guy who is a popular YouTuber. He's got like 700k subs. He does videos kind of like mine where he talks about players, who's good, who's what. He believes that Mongrel and Metro are better than MrSavage M and Benji, and I completely disagree. And I know you guys down in the comments probably all have your opinions, which is fine, but I would love to debate this with. And I have actually talked to him on Twitter, and he is down to do a collab with me where he creates a video about why Mongrel and Metro are going to win the World Cup and why they're better than MrSavage M and Benji, and I will do the complete opposite. I'm going to debate why MrSavage M and Benji are better than Metro and Mongrel and why they'll win the World Cup. So that's definitely something you guys can look forward to, a treat from me and him, just to say thank you for all of the support on our channels. You guys are are awesome. But still though, I would love to hear your opinion. Who do you think is better right now? Type it in the comments, MrSavage M and Benji, or Mitro and Mongrel. That will be it for that part of the video, guys. Let's move on to the last, where I want to explain real quick what that join button is next to my subscriber button. It is memberships. It's kind of like a Twitch subscription. You pay around $5 a month to the creator because you enjoy his content and for some small perks. So by becoming a member / sponsoring me, you get this really cool Congarna logo down in the comments, so everyone will know you support me even further. So you're kind of like a badass, you know, and I'll know to heart your comments and stuff like that. Outside of that though, you actually do get some really cool perks. One is joining a private Discord with me and also all of the Congarna players and members, which we are all going to be active on. And as well as that, I will be doing a monthly stream here on YouTube for the premium guys only. And also on that Discord, we will host customs here and there sometimes. And you also have my undivided attention, unlike anywhere else. So if you do want to support me even further, I really would appreciate that. There's no pressure on it though. I love all of my viewers, but if you do sponsor me, it will help out. It will make Congarna a better clan. It will make the quality on my YouTube channel even better. So that would be awesome. Thank you for watching the video, guys. That is going to be it. If you do want to support me even further and further, you can always use my supporter creator code, the Fortnite guy, in the item shop. As well, drop a like on this video and don't forget to subscribe. That's going to be it for me, guys. Peace.